after I get everything set up, I always like to go back. Just make sure we didn't leave behind any dust. You know, when we pack up the bags and unpack them, inevitably the bags pick up a little something here and there. It's just good practice to make sure your workstation is always immaculate. Just let me know if you see anything that I missed. All right. Well, you can hear that they've opened the doors. I love the sound of the elevators. Okay. Are you ready? I hear them coming. Just relax. Good morning, ma'am. Welcome to Stearns. How may I help you today? Well, yes. I'm so glad you decided to come in. Of course, we are getting in some of our new fall handbags, as you can see here. Right. We are having a sale on our summer handbags. We simply have to make room for more autumn beauties. But it's a good time to make a purchase, have it ready to go as soon as the winter doldrums are over. Okay. Is there any particular color or style that you're looking for? We do have summer bags in beautiful florals. Very subtle. Would go with lots of different suits and dresses. And I love this handle in particular. And if you are looking for something a bit dressier, we have some gorgeous colors. And the beauty of a color like this is that it can work for you in the spring. Can't you see that? In the Easter season, as well as the summer. Okay, well, to the right place. We have lots of wicker bags on sale today. I have 3 right here. These are actually my 3 favorites. But if you would like to take a look over to my right, you will see a beautiful sale display of our cloth, our leather, and our wicker summer bags on sale. May I demonstrate a few of the features and show you around a bit? Well, let's start with the quintessential spring and summer bag, and that is white. You can't get more fashionable than that. In this case, we have a single handle, and it is a hard pearlescent lucite, and the back has this beautiful edging at the top where the bag clasps together, and it keeps the structure of the bag very nicely while providing a point of interest in the design. And we have a little lock right there, twist. But it's a beautiful rectangular symmetrical bag. This is one of my favorite parts right here. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that beautiful? With the gold accents, it adds a little bit of reflection and refinement to a very simple bag. I think the lucite just really makes this bag. Now, again, twist your lock. We have a beautiful lucite clasp. You simply won't believe how much space you have in this handbag. It is absolutely cavernous, especially when you consider the more compact overall size. The wicker is flexible but firm. This will hold up to years of summer and spring use. So let's take a closer look inside. As you can see, we have 2 large compartments. You can fit a full-size billfold right here or a smaller French purse. I recently sold one of these to an Avon lady, and she said that she was going to put one wallet, a French purse for her Avon business, and a larger wallet with her checkbook and so forth for her household and personal use. There's plenty of room for that, as well as a brush, odds and ends, candy for the children, tissues, handkerchiefs, gloves, you name it. In the center, there's a zipper compartment that is perfect for compact or your lipstick. Or since it has a zipper, you might decide that you want to put something valuable. If you need to take off a piece of jewelry, for example, when you're at the doctor's office, you could put that in there. And just zip that up like that for safekeeping. And then you also have the alternative of this slip pocket, which also works very well for lipstick, for compacts, other makeup supplies that you may carry with you. It's a very well organized bag. Elegantly simple. What do you think of that one? Sure, we can look at some other colors. The beautiful thing about wicker is that you can find it in its natural colors or in different colors. The sky is the limit. Let's look at this one. Now, although this one is smaller, it is my absolute favorite summer bag that we carry. And I am proud to say I have one of my very own. Again, it has the lucite accents with a natural wicker base. I think the woven design on this is just beautiful. It's a simple circle, but as it spreads out, it's almost like the sun's rays. Quite striking, even if the bag were designed with this on both sides. And I love to carry it this way. The special feature on this one is this large lucite plate. That covers the front. Like the white one, it adds an extra dimension of reflection and sophistication to an otherwise informal summer wicker bag. You see the loose side handles, and much like the white bag, you'll see the edging also in a matching loose side. It comes down a little bit further on this bag than it does here. This bag also has gold accents. And instead of the pearlescent color, this is a gorgeous caramel color. It's your neutral bag that will go with anything. In similar fashion, we have a clasp up here, twist, and lift up the Bakelite clasp. And there you are. Now you will find that the organization inside this bag is much more straightforward. Still similar, but because the bag, the overall size is smaller, we do not have a divided center zipper pocket. One central area, plenty of room for the largest of billfolds. We have that slip pocket that we were talking about. Again, good for makeup, lipstick. Really any kind of compact. And instead of a zipper compartment in the center, as we had with the white, we have that over on the side. So we don't lose that extra security if that's what you're looking for. Just like that. And because it is summer, both of these bags are lined with a waterproof lining. You just never know what kind of spills are coming your way, especially if you have children, right? But you can see it's handmade. Most of our wicker bags come to us from Hong Kong. And they do such beautiful, immaculate work. So if you don't mind a slightly smaller handbag, maybe not room for 2 billfolds, but still plenty of room for brush and other things, this might be the bag for you, especially if you are looking for something that's more neutral. It could be worn with a light olive suit. It could be worn with blue or even navy. A beautiful navy summer dress with this back would be gorgeous. What do you think of this one? You like that? The natural color is just so warm, isn't it? Also, in my view, and this is really why I decided to purchase this bag for myself, I think this bag is a 3-season bag. The color works quite well with spring and summer, but look, autumn. If you purchase this one on sale, you can use it right away this autumn and not necessarily wait for spring to roll around. You'll really get your money's worth with this bag. Do you like this one, or would you like to look at? Okay. Sure. Let's put this aside as a possibility. I have another one here on the counter. And again, several others over here to the side on the shelves. I would be happy to walk over there with you and take a closer look at any of those if you wish. So it's not going to be a surprise that the overall design and construction of this one is going to be similar to the ones I've shown you. Again, we see a classic wicker bag, this time in black. This time the design is a bit different. With the, let me show you. The back side here, it's a typical basket weave. And here you can see, much like the natural, that we have a design that is centered. This is symmetrical. And here it's more of a square in the center with a fan coming out to make the overall oval shape. We do have a smaller version of this bag that is round, so this center square is a narrow strip, and the rounded edges just come in further to make a much more petite bag. And you can see that over on the shelf. Once again, you can see the beautiful lucite handles and trim that forms the overall structure of the bag and gives it just a beautiful, elegant look. I've never seen lucite in this color before. This is the first bag that I've seen like this. It's sort of a black, grayish, dark purple, a little bit mottled with swirls. It's very well made, well designed, with gold accents. And just like the natural wicker, we have 2 handles instead of 1. Just remember that with the white, we have 1 handle, but it's very structured and substantial. Let's take a look inside. So this is one of our slightly more expensive models. Not only because it's bigger, you can see the difference. Look how much wider it is. The same is true of the white. But it also has a fabric lining instead of that waterproof lining that we were talking about, which makes this just a little bit more expensive. But again, cavernous. Now, despite the fact that this one is larger than the white, we have a simple single open area as we do with the natural, and similarly we have the zippered pocket here and a slip pocket here, and a beautiful subtle fabric lining. What I like about this is that the lining is not black, which makes it much easier to see what's in your bag. But you can clearly fit 2 bill folds just in the center area. So what features do you like of each of these bags? There's something in particular that you're looking for? Oh, I forgot to show you. We've got 4 feet with the gold accent so that it stands very well, whether it's open or closed. You can see the 4 feet here. As here. And we have a beautiful leather accent that forms the link between the 2 halves of the bag. Absolutely. Let you take a look there. And right there. And you can certainly empty out your pocketbook and play house a little bit, if you like. So this one is definitely bigger, without a doubt. But because this one has a single area in the middle, you will be able to fit more things in there than you might think. Let me give you an example. I have a brush that's very long, and it actually won't fit in this purse because despite its size, I only have one side or the other to fit the brush in, and it's just too long. On the other hand, with this purse, even though the overall dimensions are smaller, the large central area here is larger than one of these halves. And so I can angle my long brush across. Basically, I have fill my bag, lay my brush on top, and it closes beautifully. So it is important to consider not simply the overall size, but the way the bag is organized, whether or not it will meet your needs. I think that's a lovely choice, but that's probably no surprise to you. This bag, before the sale, was $10, and today it is $7.50. That's quite a bargain when you think about the overall finish, the details, the lucite, the exquisite craftsmanship. You can feel all wicker is going to have a little bit of give. But this is very finely woven. You don't see any gaps in the wicker. This is not something that you're going to pick up on vacation for $2. But it's certainly something you could take on vacation. Alright, so we're ready for this one? Can I show you anything else today? Let me remind you that our autumn and winter bags are starting to come in, so don't be shy about stopping by. I expect within a day or two the rest of our summer sale will conclude, and we will have room on the counters to display the newest autumn and winter bags. Very good. Will you be paying cash, check, or charge today? Okay. Very nice to meet you, Mrs. Sinweski. All right. There's your card. And let's ring this up and get you on your way. Okay, let me have your address, please. Here in the city. And today is September 1st, 1964. All right. We have one beautiful wicker handbag. And this one has the caramel lucite accents. And front panel. This is in our medium. As I mentioned to you, our small bags are about the size of this one with the oval removed, and we just have the circle. And then these are our medium bags. And that is a natural wicker. The price is $7.50 on sale from $10. That's so nice. And then we have tax. Carry the 3, 76, 30 is 42, carry 42 plus 3 is 45, and 7. That would be 45, 46, no, 45 cents, and 7.50 and 45, 5.97. That will be $7.95. If I can get your signature right there at the bottom. Thank you so much. And this is going to be George send this upstairs and get the approval while I'm wrapping up your gorgeous handbag. There we go. All right, make a little bit of room here. Will you be looking around skirts? We've got some shoe sales today. Probably no surprise. The summer shoes are on sale. I have a friend that works over there, Sally. So if you make it over there, say hi from me. And my name is Sherry. Just a second. All right, so we'll wait for that. Let's wrap her up. See. Which way? just write down the approval number. And there's that. Okay. Pink one is yours. And there you go. It's been my pleasure helping you today. Do you plan to get about in other departments at Stearns today? We do have lots of summer sales. All right.